Hello viewers, so today we'll talk about IAAS Infrastructure as a Service. We'll see what is IAAS, why we use it, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and everything related to IAAS. So this is going to be a basic introductory video for IAAS Infrastructure as a Service. You must have heard this service name Infrastructure as a Service if you are working in any IT company. So IaaS is known for infrastructure as a service. It is a type of cloud computing service that provides you computing, network, storage, and other things which you typically need on day-to-day basis when you need to develop or deploy any application over the internet. And it works on the pay-as-you-go model. Means whatever you will use, you will be paid. You will be charged only for that. So IaaS enables you to grow and reduce resources as needed. It avoids upfront capital expenditure or owning unnecessary infrastructure. It offers the lowest level management of resource in the cloud service category. IaaS provides supplies for a range of products to accompany infrastructure components that includes monitoring, log accessing, detailed billing, security, clustering, and load balancing. It also provides storage resiliency such as backup, recovery, and replication. The service provided by IaaS are policy driven, enabling the users to implement at a high level of orchestration and automation for the infrastructure tasks. IaaS customers access their service via internet and are enabled to use the cloud provider service to install the remaining elements of the application stack. So physical data centers. The IaaS providers maintain big data centers throughout the world, often equipped with the physical computer necessary to power the infrastructure, and it provides all that on a very abstracted layer. IaaS is usually considered a virtualized computer resource. Providers maintain hyper-service and end-user use the required amount of computation and memory via virtual instance. For various sort of workload, most suppliers offer both CPU and GPUs. So in this diagram you can see infrastructure as a service which is provided by the cloud. It provides servers. It also provides networking within the servers. It provides storage, computing power, and everything. It is different from PaaS or SaaS. So why we use IaaS? What are the advantages? The first is the cost saving. So migration to IaaS can often mean substantial cost saving. It is not just the price of maintaining and running server infrastructure, but the reduction of downtime that often results from moving to IaaS, along with the drop in cost of replacing old equipment or saving from eliminating internal IT service from a business. Scalability is another benefit. Nearly every business works towards exponential growth in demand for their product or services, but when that moment comes, many are caught flat-footed because they don't have the processing power or budget to scale their business up to the demand. A similar situation can occur when business is doing a special promotion or sale. Employing IaaS allows a business to add just as much infrastructure as it is necessary to keep up with the demand without having to invest in local hardware. Next advantage is backup and disaster recovery. So previously you need to maintain everything on local, but now if you'll go with IaaS with some service providers like AWS or Azure, you don't need to maintain all that yourself. Whenever a website crashes or if you need any recovery, so on demand, it will provides you it will provide your business the ability to overcome worst case scenarios. With the company data processes and disaster recovery protocols stored safely in the cloud, returning to the normal operations can be much more simpler and proposition. Incorporating SaaS and PaaS. When a company thoroughly incorporates IaaS into its internal process, its management typically becomes aware of the convenience and cost saving ability of others as a service offerings. SaaS software as a service is the great equalizer of small companies that no longer have to buy another copy of the same software every time a new employee comes on board. So what are the differences between IaaS, PaaS and SaaS? So at the when we talk about the IaaS, so in this case IaaS provides you the storage, networking, server and virtualization. Apart from that, you need to maintain OS, middleware, runtime, environment, data and applications. So these things will you have to maintain. In case of PaaS, along with this networking, storage, server and virtualization, uh, the cloud provider will provide you OS, middleware and runtime environment as well, and you only need to work on the application and data layer. And in case of SaaS, everything will be managed by the vendor. You don't need to maintain anything. You just need to use the application. So this includes application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, server, storage, networking. Everything will be done by the vendor or the cloud service provider. And when you have on-premise, at that time everything you need to maintain yourself. Nothing is provided or managed by the vendor. So infrastructure as a service IaaS product allows organizations to manage their business resources such as their network, servers, and data centers on the cloud. PaaS, which is a platform as a service, PaaS products allows business and developers to host, build, and deploy consumer-facing app. And SaaS, which is known for software as a service, by far the most commonly used service. SaaS product offers both consumers and business cloud-based tools and applications for everyday use. Now, with every advantage, there comes disadvantage as well, right? So, because of the IaaS deployments are virtualized environments running on separate hardware, the noisy neighbor issue can arise. If other tenants hosted on the same physical server and if you are consuming more than the anticipated resource, whether that is CPU, network, or memory, that could leave your application starved for those same resources. Because of the split between what you are responsible for and what the vendor is responsible for, you don't offload as much of the day-to-day operation of your data centers as you would with the other deployment models. Sometimes you can be surprised by the bills. This can be the case if you allow auto scaling to happen without guardrails in place and have usually high demand. Or in the case of hard to predict metrics, for example, you may have a better understanding of your storage and compute requirements than you do of your data transfer volume, so the expected billing might be high than expected. So in summary, we can say IaaS is a descriptive term for one type of cloud-based service offering which deals with the infrastructure. IaaS terms used to describe most commonly cloud service offering, the other being PaaS and SaaS. PaaS means platform as a service and SaaS means software as a service. Example of IaaS provider includes Rackspace. Rackspace manages cloud AWS, which includes EC2 instance, S3 storage, and Google Cloud Platform GCP, which gives you compute engine, Google Cloud Storage. It also gives advantage of agility, no caps, where users no have upfront cost. Agility, which means application can be made accessible quickly and deprovisioned whenever needed. Uh, Consumption-based model, organization pay only for what they use. Skills, no deep technical skills are required to deploy, use, and gain the benefits of a public cloud. Organization can leverage the skills and expertise of the cloud provider to ensure workloads are secure, safe, and highly available. It gives you cloud benefits and flexibility. IaaS is the most flexible cloud service provider as you have control to configure and manage the hardware running on your application. Organization can leverage the skills and expertise of the cloud provider to ensure workloads are made secure and highly available. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you think the video is helpful, do like the video and subscribe.